Welcome to the Rocket Rewind, the show where we get together and talk about things that matter, things that are interesting, and shit that might just blow your mind. Yeah, they're our opinions, and you don't have to like them. We might not like yours either, but feel free to share them in the live chat. This is America, where we have free speech, cancel culture, Karens and Darrens, all working together in such super sweet harmony. Yeah, right. Sometimes the things we talk about might help restore our faith in humanity, but all too often it's going to be stuff that might piss you off like it does us. Make sure you have your grown-up panties on and come join the conversation. Oh yeah, and make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications. You don't want to miss this weekly dose of provocative discussion. The Rocket Rewind, Sundays at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's get into it. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday.
What's going on, folks?
Hope everybody's having a good one.
Okay. So far.
You got your coffee all fixed up now?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
God damn,
Got the jumbo cup today.
That's like a Route 64 or whatever, Route 68 cup, whatever they call them.
Route 66?
Yeah, Route 66. That's it. I knew it was one of them.
Yeah.
Got your curly on there.
Heck yeah.
All right, let's do a quick run through, see who's here. I see Stu Dorman, Chris Tarbert. Welcome, guys. Good to see y'all. Brooklyn Emergency Response Vids is here. Watching from the UK. Good to see you, buddy. It's like midnight for him over there or something, I think. Taylor Tonch is here. What's up? Corey Earlywine. How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Corey.
Got Jorge Gaming here. What's up, Jorge? Good to see you. There's Megan D Gaming wanting some popcorn. I don't have no popcorn. I just got some. I just got my water, my flavored water for right now, and I'm not showing y'all what's in the snack drawer. I'd have people trying to come over here and visit. I got all kind of snacks. Let's see. Blade Studios is here. Good to see you. There's Adam in the chat, and he's here with us. Of course, Steve's in the chat, and he's here with us. Stacy's going to be a few minutes late, but he is coming.
10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I got a whole box of them. I bought the Girl Scouts out.
You fatty.
Oh, yeah.
Brooklyn's eating chocolate cupcakes. Oh, my gosh. Hey, there's Carl. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Megan's got some Pepsi and about to have some leftover pizza. So I went to Whataburger today.
Oh, yeah?
This is my first time ever going to Whataburger.
What'd you think?
I was very unimpressed.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes. I ordered on the app because I like these food apps because you earn rewards and shit, right? You get free stuff every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like a food app junkie.
Yep.
Anyway, I ordered on the app, said it'd be ready in 4 to 7 minutes, right? Took me 10 minutes to drive there. I get there. I wait for 2 people ahead of me to place their orders. And then I told her, that I was there, whatever. And she's like, she come back and she's like, okay, there, it'll be out in just a little bit. Okay. Well, 10 minutes later, still no food. And she didn't give me my drink cup either. So I go back up there and she's like, they're working on it now. I'm like, we were supposed to be ready for like 15 minutes ago. But anyway, and then what I got really wasn't that great. I got the Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich thing that's new over there, but I got it on Texas toast. I mean, it didn't have bad flavor to it. It just wasn't. It didn't have the kick to it I was hoping for. It was kind of tame. It was rather tame. What's up, Eric Boyce? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the stream. There's Craig. What's up, Craig? Craig, have you ever watched this show? I don't know if Craig's ever watched the show. Craig should come on this show and talk some shit with us.
I know, right?
At some point.
Megan's right about that. Her last comment. I'm telling you, she's right.
Yeah, he probably is. He probably is. I once watched this man eat what I swear I think was a 5-pound burrito.
Woo! That was so good. I love that. I want to do it again.
Yeah, at a Mexican restaurant when we went to visit Buddha one time, we went to a place there near where Buddha lives, and he ate a fucking burrito that was as big as my damn forearm. Y'all, I ain't lying. That damn burrito was hanging off the plate.
That was so good. Oh my God! And I had him smother it. Oh,
white cheese.
Yep.
Well, it was a smothered burrito carnitas, and I had to put like some kind of a green sauce on the top of it, and lettuce, tomato, guacamole.
I think it did have. I think it did have the white cheese sauce on it too, though, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh God. It was so good.
Oh yeah. He had it covered and all kind of stuff. It was just monstrosity. This god awful monstrosity. Put it this way. Buddha got the same thing, and I think he took half of his home. Steve ate his whole damn burrito and was talking about wanting to order another one.
I was really going to do it too.
Yeah, Steve eats like a kid with a tapeworm or something. All right, so the main topic we want to talk about tonight, the main one I want to make sure we get to is going to be the school shooting in Nashville, of course. But before we do that, this past Tuesday, there were 2 officers that were shot in the line of duty here in Huntsville, Alabama. One of the officers did not survive his injury. He died. That was Officer Garrett Crumby. Adam knew him from Tuscaloosa. He was also a police officer down there for a while before he transferred up here.
Were you guys tight?
He picked up several folks from me, and he was always super nice. He was fun to talk to and stuff.
It's a damn shame, dude.
Yeah,
really
and
it's always the good ones.
Yep, and then Officer Albert Morin, he was in critical condition, transported to Huntsville Hospital, but he's now in stable condition. And I've seen some pictures of where he's awake and alert. The police chief and several community leaders went and visited him in the hospital. So he is expected to recover. But Officer Crumby died. His visitation actually just ended at the church here in Huntsville, and his funeral is tomorrow. They're going to hold his funeral, and then they're going to have a procession for him to Tuscaloosa, where he's going to be buried in Tuscaloosa. So I do want to remember Officer Crumby. I don't think I ever personally met him. But from everybody that shared information about him, he was a wonderful human being, a wonderful man, and a great police officer.
Let me guess, he was married with children too.
He was married, but it did not say they had children. It mentioned a bunch of family, but no children. Yeah. But yeah, he is married. So unfortunately, his wife has become a police widow. And he's fairly young. Yeah. I mean, he only looks like he might be mid-30s, maybe.
Yeah, he and I are the same age, so 36,
yeah.
37.
I mean, that's sad, but I did not. I held off on publishing the video of the police response that was occurring until today, just out of respect for the Huntsville Police Department, but. I have just some clips together. It was a huge police response when this happened. Let me share that. I'm going to share this real quick. So this is the video I took on Tuesday. And now it's about 6 minutes long or whatever, but look at this police response. This shows you a couple of things. One, Huntsville police do not play around when one is hurt. They are serious about getting their officers out, getting them to medical treatment, and getting the threat neutralized, and either peacefully or I mean, however the suspect requires that they do it. Now, the suspect was captured after a standoff of a little over an hour. It said that he was taken to the hospital for treatment, but it didn't. There was no elaboration on to whether he was shot or what. But SWAT was on scene, as you'll see from this video. Hey, Wiz, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. So this is the response to the shooting.
So fill me in real quick. Was this on a traffic stop that this happened?
No. So the original. Well, I guess let me share this first. So this is Officer Crumby, Officer Garrett Crumby. He was 36. There you go, 36. The original call that came out was for a female shot. And I believe they said shot in the leg, and that the suspect was believed to still be on scene. So they started sending multiple officers to the location. I think 3 officers arrived back to back with each other. Officer Crumby, Officer Morin were the first 2 to head up towards the apartment, and the suspect was on the 2nd floor and started shooting at him. I heard the radio traffic where the officers are yelling out that they've been hit. I know one of them was shot in the stomach, he said. It was chaotic to hear on the police radio. It was one of those things where just hearing it, my heart sank. Knowing that an officer had been shot, and then to hear that a second officer had been shot, it just compounded, from there. But let's look at the response, and you'll see I did not, on the side of the apartment complex I was on. I could only get so far. Of course, they were shutting roads down super quick. But on the side I was on, I saw the Madison County Sheriff's Office, Huntsville Police Department, several unmarked units, so I don't know what agencies they were with. I even saw the Triana Police Department responding. I'm pretty sure that Madison PD responded as well. They just probably responded to the other side because they're also some of their members are also on the area SWAT team. Hey, Cernal and the bad guy, what's up? What's up? So here's the response. Massive response. This is where they're trying to get people out of the way, and somebody was wanting to argue with them about wanting to go down that road.
Why do people got to do that?
I mean, I get it. People wanting to get to their house, but I mean, there's an active shooter situation at the moment.
Yeah. The state also responded. I did see that. Elias and a lot of folks.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll never drive a car that hard until something like that happens.
Yeah, you can hear some of the engines howling when they're getting up there.
Yeah. Surprised their brakes weren't smoking.
Of course, it was super windy that day.
Yeah.
But you can see there they are with their assault rifles.
This is off of Bob Wallace right here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the shooting actually occurred at Governor's House Apartments on Governor's House Drive. What's up, John Wayne? Good to see you. Watch this truck right here. He's serious about getting down there. He ain't playing.
He's like, curb, what curb?
Oh yeah, if I had a truck, well, which I do that too, and I do.
Yeah.
Like he got gone.
Sure
Look how
did.
fast he's going.
You know, it's never a good situation when you
Here
got
comes-
something like this.
Here comes a SWAT truck.
No shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
he didn't have no problem on curb either.
No, they wasn't letting up any either.
Jump that curb, boy. I've never actually seen one of them trucks.
So right about there, when the SWAT truck came through, that's when I decided I was not going to be in that dividing median right there. I went ahead and crossed on over to the other side. Yes, Lord, yes. But this is Triana Police Department responding here. They're like south of Madison.
Usually those other agencies like that will do like help with traffic control.
Yeah.
The...
Well, and see, I don't know if these guys are part of the SWAT team, because, you know, they do have officers from all these departments around that are part of the SWAT team too.
Yeah.
But it looks like everybody's coming together too, and they're forming the ultimate cop right now. Kind of like Transformers.
That one's coming in hot too. He's like, everybody's in the way.
Yeah. That poor fella right there, he was staying in one of those hotels and they wouldn't let him go back to the hotel.
Yeah, anytime something like this happens, everybody comes.
Yeah.
And I imagine that people were at home, they got the call and all that shit that a year only came.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, and you know, SWAT is one of those units also that there goes that engine hum again. SWAT's one of those units that's not always sitting there ready to rock and roll necessarily, you know, just sitting around. They have other duties, and then when the call comes out, they all converge at the command post and get geared up and go.
Now, do you think this guy would have came and talked to you about the situation if you had you asked?
Possibly. The officer that was standing out here, the
guy to the left here,
the black guy.
Yeah.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
He's a pretty cool guy, but they had a lot going on. I was not. I knew what happened. I knew that 2 officers had been shot. I had heard all that on the police scanner, so I knew, you know, all the info I really needed at that point.
It'd be kind of neat to get like an interview, you know, maybe he can kind of.
He wouldn't have. They can't talk to the press really. They can't talk to the media.
Right.
Only supervisors are allowed, or the public information officer.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't have answered questions on camera. I mean, he might would have told me something off camera, but
not on camera. I understand. I got it.
That's their policy. Right. So I don't even put them in that situation, you know.
What the hell's that? It's an expedition.
Yeah.
So that was the response, and you know, like I said, it's sad. It's a sad day for Huntsville.
It's terrible.
You know,
you should have seen it over here in Pennsylvania when State Trooper was shot on a traffic stop. I think it was last year before. Dude, there was like a week long manhunt for this guy, and they ended up catching him, and it took SWAT and state troopers, and they cornered the guy up on the mountainside, and they took him out.
Now there was some bystander taking video of the shooting scene right after it all happened. With them trying to get the officers out of there and render medical aid and all of that, but it was very tasteless, in my opinion. When someone is shot and they're trying to render medical aid, one of the first things they have to do is start removing articles of clothing to find the gunshots, to start trying to patch wounds, that kind of thing. So the video that I saw, the cops are being taunted by people standing around. They were being talked to horribly by some of the people standing around
while trying to save his life.
Yeah, while they're trying to save this guy's life, and the thing is, these officers responded to a shooting call to help a citizen. It's not like cops showed up at somebody's house just to harass them or anything. They showed up there because somebody was shot and needed help. They couldn't get her medical help until they could get the scene under control. And they get there and get shot, and then bystanders are hollering, all kind of horrible things at these officers and paramedics that are trying to help. And I couldn't show that video. It's in such poor taste that, and it was put out there by a news media organization that got their hands on it, unedited, horrible video.
People are just despicable,
I mean, I like getting up close and personal when I video something too, but that was one of those things. Had I been there and got that shot, got that video, I wouldn't have published it because it's just not right. There's some things you just don't publish, and that was one of them. So it was horrible.
I get the whole First Amendment thing, but did somebody go over and at least talk to the people that were doing it? It's like, yo,
they were
have a little bit of respect.
They were acting like fucking clowns, is what they were acting like. Like whoever raised them is something else.
Yeah, I mean, they were yelling out things like, "Hey, Toe for Life, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, Deontay Williams." They were yelling out things like, "He caught y'all lacking. He caught y'all lacking," and then they're hollering out, "He's dead. That man's dead."
While they're pumping on his chest.
And just, I mean, it was, I was physically ill after watching that. And to have a mainstream news media put it on there, I'm not going to call them out, but to have them put it on there was just horrible. Now this, like I said, let me zoom in a little bit on this. This is Officer Garrett Crumbley, the officer that died from his shooting. He hadn't been with HPD for long.
He moved up in 2020.
He transferred in 2020.
His wife was a dispatcher.
Oh my God. My God. His wife was one of the dispatchers up here.
So she heard everything.
Probably. If she was at work.
She was at work.
Oh my God, that's horrible. And then this is the officer that's in stable condition now is Officer Albert Morin. This is his photo here. Now I've dealt with him a good bit. When I used to process shoplifters at Belk, he responded several times. Actually, there was one time I was chasing a guy further than I was supposed to by company policy, and he was one of the officers that showed up. I jumped in his car and we went and got the dude.
Now, forgive me because I'm sure you answered this, but I'm scatterbrained today. What did you say was the cause of the shooting? Like, where were they?
They were it was a domestic incident at some apartments, at Governor's House Apartments, and a male shot a female in the leg is how the call came out. Okay. So when the officers responded, that male was still on scene and started shooting at officers. That's how this all came about.
So the guy that did the shooting, was he captured?
He was. He was. After about an hour-long standoff or so, they did take him into custody.
Yeah. I hope he stands trial for murder.
They did charge
capital
him. Yeah, they did charge him with capital murder. That
Good.
they did. So he'll be facing the death penalty more than likely.
Absolutely.
Now let me pull up.
Pull this criminal history.
Yeah, I need to actually. Matter of fact, let me see. What was his name? It was
Laws is his last name. Juan Laws. He so he did a shooting, I think, in 2019, 2020, something like that, downtown, where he shot 2 people after an argument. He got charged with assault second, 2 counts, and all that stuff is still pending.
wait, can
Then
I
he got
share
arrested.
can I share jail view publicly?
Sure, what jail you should be able to, yeah.
Is that well, I'm just wondering if that's against their
DoArrest.org.
I don't see anything that says I can't share it.
Yeah.
Is it something you have public access to?
Yeah, it's online. I
Then
mean,
you should be able to share it.
So this is the suspect here, Juan Robert Laws, 24 years old, and he was charged with homicide, capital murder, murder of law enforcement officer. The arresting agency is listed as ALEA, Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, which is a state. He was out on bail already, from what I understand, for another shooting that happened, but it's not. It doesn't list the actual charge or date.
The only one that had been
on those
was he got charged with carrying a pistol without a permit.
Oh,
and they found him guilty of that, but he was supposed to have surrendered all of his firearms, and obviously that didn't work.
Later, Craig.
That court disposition at the bottom was pretty cool.
He didn't get Joe Biden's memo.
Yeah. So, but now the Officer Crumby was his visitation services were this evening, and he was escorted to the church this evening. I do have some video of that from WHNT News 19. This is from their page. Let me share this.
When did this happen?
It happened Tuesday.
Okay, because once the weekend's over, I don't have time. Like I look at.
Oh yeah, it happened. It happened this past Tuesday.
Yeah,
it's been a rough weekend. It's been a rough week down here in the Southeast.
Yeah. Between the weather events and this, man.
And then the shooting in Nashville.
Yeah, that one was kind of. Have y'all discussed that already?
No, we're about to. I wanted to start off with the 2 Huntsville police officers that were shot first, and then move on into that one. So this is Officer Crumbly's procession to his funeral visitation.
Wow.
And his visitation service just ended at 6:00 Central.
What do you mean visitation? Talking about like his viewing?
His wake, yeah, wake, visitation. It's called different things in different places.
Yeah, in the South, a lot. Everyone, even if they didn't know someone, comes to pay their respects. It's like a Southern thing.
I'm surprised people aren't outside their cars.
That's a damn shame, dude.
Man.
Yeah.
I especially feel bad for his wife.
We went through the same thing in Birmingham. I was working for a tow company down there called Will Record. And we went through the same thing when Sergeant Latasha Carter got shot.
Yeah, it's a sad day. You know, when officers get shot trying to help other people. You
I
know,
have to assume. Good.
that's not. I mean, you know, I know some people don't care for law enforcement or have had a lot of bad experiences with law enforcement, but I mean, I would hope that no matter what, that nobody wishes any ill will on another human being, police officer or not. And you know, these officers were there to try to help somebody who needed help because she was shot, and then they get shot themselves. So you know, prayers for the entire community, man. It's been rough. You know, luckily the lady that was shot, from what I understand, her her injuries were not life threatening, thankfully.
Well, from what I understand, there was several cops there that were catching kids from the second floor balcony that were trying. A lady was handing her kids down
Yeah,
off
I
the
mean,
second floor balcony.
you know, they're trying to do what they're trained to do, you know, to help people, and it it was just it was horrible. It was horrible, absolutely horrible. So be in prayer for Huntsville as a city, the Huntsville Police Department, and my God, you know, Officer Crumby's wife. Jesus, I can't imagine losing a spouse. You know, I mean, that as law enforcement, they know when they leave every day that could be their last day to leave, and you got to give them props for that. I mean, technically, any of us could not make it home any day. Nobody's tomorrow is promised, but I'm not in a situation where my life is in danger just from the uniform that I wear and the job that I do, for the most part, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's horrible. And another group of officers that responded to a help call. You know, I wanted to highlight their body camera footage here, because you know the Uvalde Police Department really has caught a lot of hell because of their shitty response to the school shooting that took place down there in Uvalde, Texas. However, Metro Nashville PD, ladies and gentlemen, does not fuck around. You hear me?
No, they don't.
When they heard kids were in danger, they went. Now I'm going to show this. This is multiple body camera videos that Metro Nashville Police has released of the shooting incident where the officers made entry into the building. I do want to caution you that a person is shot in this. There's also a couple of angles where there are people laying in the hallway. It has been blurred out, thankfully. So we're not going to see any dead children. Hallelujah, because that's, none of us want to see that. But the main reason for showing this is to highlight the good job that these officers did with getting there and getting to the threat and getting the threat eliminated as quickly as possible. But also pay attention to this school official that's outside when police arrive. She had great information. She was passing excellent information on to the officers, because the more information they have, the better. This lady was prepared. She knew what she was doing. She told them what they needed to know, and the officers were prepared and knew what they were doing. And one of these officers, you can tell, has had some serious tactical training, because he is steadily barking out orders to the rest of them and making sure that they keep moving. It's heart pumping. Yeah, might have been. So let's put this one over on the screen here, if I can get it to share. It's not wanting to share.
I know a lot. The two officers are getting a lot of attention, but you got to look at how many officers are in that building too.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't just two.
Well,
it was
from what I heard, because there's stuff that doesn't make the news to us.
Yeah.
Maybe to Adam and Onyx, but not to people where Steve and I are.
Yeah.
Apparently, they were trying to figure out what to do, and then these two officers were like, "Fuck that! Like, let's go find the person with the gun." Basically.
No, I think they were pretty well. I think they were all They
Yeah.
were all on the same mission.
Yeah.
Because they were stacking up at a door,
Mhm.
and he was like, "Give me another one. Give me 3."
I'm
Yeah.
not.
So
I think
instead of
maybe.
waiting-
I do think maybe they were waiting on somebody to take command.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
and-
about. Like they
and-
were waiting
and-
on.
And he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did. But they did get there quick. Now, it took them a little bit to get there because, I mean, you try to drive across Nashville, for fuck's sake, even with lights and sirens, right? Even with lights and sirens, it took them several minutes to get there. But when they got there, they made entry in less than 3 minutes from the time they got on scene, from what I understand.
I have walked 6 blocks to Nashville the same time that it took my, at the time, wife to drive.
Yeah. I've driven in Nashville before. I know how it can be.
That one officer, he didn't wait no 3 minutes. But I think they also had there was an issue with them getting entry too, and some of the doors.
Yeah, they had to get keys. I mean, there's several moving parts that have to happen for them to make entry because the school did everything that they were supposed to do. They made announcements. They locked the school down. They sounded alarms. They called law enforcement.
The fire doors had closed.
Yeah,
like it was.
Yeah, they locked that place down, and you'll see as the officers respond how quickly they move through the building. Now there is multiple angles that we'll look at from this.
So just got an update. It's going to be first floor, main lobby. I'm making entry on the front side. I got to bring my phone in here.
And you can tell he's a pack guy.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's right on top.
Yep.
Rock and roll.
On top, ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Like he's determined.
like he
Trying to figure out
he
which
knows
way
what
he's
he's about to have to do.
Well, and when they enter, they're waiting for an audible to go to. Like you want to hear the gunshots,
Yeah.
and that's what you want to move to. When they first enter, they don't hear it.
Now-
Stop shooting.
Right, and they start clearing room by room for any doors that are open. Now listen to this lady here. This is where she starts feeding them information that they need.
Into my windows on, they're upstairs.
Hey. Give me 3. Let's get 3.
See, the other guys are getting there. I think that other guy was an administrator, school administrator too. He's like, give me 3. So he wants a 3-man team.
Let's
enter
go.
with him.
I need 3.
The guys in there. He's smart.
Let's go. Metro Police.
Just for the record, a shotgun should never be the first guy in. Never. There's too much spray, especially in school. That rifle is what you need.
Bathroom, small bathroom. Clear.
Next. Let's go. Door.
But they are moving through this fast,
With me.
but safe.
Hold the door.
What's that, Adam?
They're moving through that fast, but
Yeah.
safe.
Right,
Yeah.
They're going.
He's covering his corners and everything like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
exactly.
He steps
'Cause-
in, like he does a single room clear in a second.
Yeah, because at this point they've heard no gunfire, so they don't know where they're going.
They don't know where she's at.
Had they heard gunfire, they'd have went straight to it. Because as soon as they hear it, you'll know when they hear it because they head straight to it.
Next.
Yes.
Open it. I got it. Let's go.
Come now. We're going more right now.
He had the guy covering the rear.
Move right. Cover.
Yep.
Cover left. Cover left.
What's the alarm? Is that fire alarm?
No.
Yeah. Well-
Yeah.
When she
Or-
shot
or-
through the glass, I think it
Yeah,
burglar alarm.
set the alarms off.
Um,
And they shut the fire
They
doors.
lock the doors there during the day until it's time for the kids to get out.
Yeah, that's how she made entry. Was she shot through the doors? Let's see.
It's also when she shot the first victim. The janitor was on the other side of the doors, and he was killed when she shot through the doors.
Yeah.
There is There actually is video. This is from. I can't play this.
But this is about as perfect as you can do under that much stress and speed.
Why can't
'Cause
you
they
play
were-
it?
That was from the Today Show. They'll copyright.
I think you can go to Nashville's Metro Nashville PD's website or their
Hang
Twitter
on.
page.
Are you talking about where she shot her way in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Hold on.
I need the one that's not from the
Yeah, I got you.
because that you know how they are.
Yeah.
I thought I had it saved in my list, but it's not saved in my list. So let's continue with this. Now, they're about to hear gunfire, folks, and they are about to move to the shooter super fast.
Take this with me. Take this.
This
No,
guy is on
lock.
the tag.
Take
That's
this
watching,
door.
if I'm not mistaken.
Take this door. Take it.
And then the other guy that shot was a jump out boy. He's on a special unit.
This is where they heard gunfire.
I think it's upstairs. It sounds like it's upstairs.
All right, Onyx. I don't know if that's copyrighted or not, but I found that there's no tag on it or anything. Like there's no copyright tag.
Okay. All right. I'll pull that up here in just a bit.
All right.
Thank you.
That guy right there in the hat on back. He's the other guy that's
Hell yeah! Take that little bastard out.
make sure she stops moving.
Get your hand away from the gun! Get your hand away from the gun! Hey, hold the air.
Go. They go second floor. No, locked door. Where did they go in? First floor.
This is the
Hold
footage
there,
I saw.
y'all. Somebody hold there.
Yeah.
Hit that door.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but shouldn't the guy with the rifle got the door so he could go in first? Or
You're right.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. You want your long
And-
guns in first, because they're more accurate and more deadly.
No, they're entering from a different door than the others. This is a different group. So that's what I'm saying. They're storming this building from multiple directions to stop this thing.
Rifle first.
You see how he
Rifle
crossed
first.
in
Blue,
front
go.
of him too.
Go.
And then he realizes like, oh no, he's got
Go.
a long gun first. Like,
Move. I'm with you. Go left.
And so that's when they were clearing that other room over there.
Yeah,
They're about
they
to
and,
move these gunshots,
and they
all gonna
joined.
meet up.
Yeah, they joined in with them.
Straight.
Right here. It's locked.
Go.
Got both doors. Always. He's the guy with a shotgun. That's never a good idea.
Hit the stairs. Go stairs. Go.
That was perfect right there. I like the way he posted up on that door. Here's the rest of the guys going up.
Keep pushing. Go. Shots fired. Move. Right. Push an LPBO. Go right.
And that's where the guy with the rifle comes in. First.
Move. Watch out. Stop moving. Watch left. Suspect down.
I can't for the life of me understand what drives people to do shootings in schools. What is the point of that?
Soft targets. Soft targets.
Cowardice, man.
Yeah.
Low down fucking cowardice. Can you imagine how scared these babies were in this school?
I know exactly how scared they were.
I'll tell you what,
that just pisses me off, man.
I'm gonna get vulnerable with you guys for a second.
Uh-oh.
My daughter goes to school not too far from there, so.
Oh shit, man. Because when it first came out, it was just a Nashville school. Yeah.
Yeah. My fucking heart just.
Oh God, I can imagine, man. Jesus. I mean, you know, dude, I can't imagine this. The feeling you had.
You know, I lived in Nashville for about 4 or 5 years, so I know the area pretty well. And all they do is they just pull up a map, like an overhead map, and it dropped even farther. So I mean, I'm still upset that it happened, but like that day, man, I was a wreck that day. Like not until I knew, like, and I felt guilty because I was looking for pictures of the victims because they weren't releasing names at that point, and like I was calling trying to find out, and eventually my ex-mother-in-law eventually called me back and told me she's good, but like it scared me. Like if I don't want to give too much information on my personal life, but like my daughter goes to school not too far from there.
Yeah.
So that's why this was kind of, and you can even hear as they're charging down the hall towards the gunfire. If you listen to that last body cam footage, you hear him clearing his throat. That sounds like a father that's trying not to cry because he just stepped over a dead child. Like you hear him, he keeps clearing his throat. And like
there was somebody on the floor when they came through there. I'm not sure if it was a child or or an adult.
But like it just, I don't know, that just watching that, it was weird. Like it was kind of, I felt bad. I felt bad feeling good during it. Right. So that's why this is kind of a weird thing for me. Like I can tell you that the people who knew the person, they blamed being bullied. I've been bullied my whole fucking life, and I've never wanted to shoot up a fucking school.
Well, and that's the thing too. I mean, this was an elementary school.
You guys see my first name, so you know I was made fun of for that. You see these, you know I've been made fun of for that. And it didn't grow up with the most money, so you know I was made fun of for that. But I've never wanted to hurt someone because I was bullied.
And you know, and that's something I can't process either, is how someone can ever get to the point mentally where they have decided to walk into a school and kill defenseless children.
Yeah.
No matter what they've been through. I mean, from my understanding is this, the shooter they made a big to do about it, which I don't know, you know how the news media does that, but she was transgender or transgendering to become a male. And I'm sure that, I mean, bullying can be a horrible thing. I'm not trying to minimize that at all, but these kids that got shot did not do that to this person.
Yeah.
You know,
she wanted to accomplish something, and that's to be famous.
The shooter was a female.
Yeah.
She was female, but identifying as a male. I think getting ready to transition to male.
Well, and I would love to read. I know a lot of people's making a deal out about it in the manifesto, but I'd really like to read it. Like, I really want to understand where she was at, you know?
Yeah.
Because
I mean, so
you have to be so desensitized to kill a child.
Yeah.
Because all those cops are going to be going through weeks of therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
when my son does something bad, I have a hard time yelling at him.
Yeah.
Like seeing him upset after I yell at him, or seeing him upset after his mom gets onto him.
Yeah, I can't for the life of me process that. I have 4 grandchildren now. The youngest is only days old. My oldest grandchild is about to turn 6, and she lives in Mississippi. And I never used to have fear about my kids going to school. And I had some issues in school. I was, I was the nerd, I wore glasses. My mom, when I was in elementary school, my mom was a single mom, working her way through nursing school. We lived in low income apartments. We got food with a very small amount of food stamps, because she was working multiple jobs at the same time, and going to nursing school. But I got picked on some in school. But you know what I did to my bullies? Caught their ass on the way home after school and beat their ass on the side of the road.
Hell yeah.
On the sidewalk. That's what I did. I didn't take a damn gun to the school and shoot innocent people.
Right.
Well,
I
that's
think
part of what's wrong with the world, though, is that used to, we just, if we had to fight, we fought. We didn't stab people. We didn't shoot people. We didn't set shit on fire.
9 times out of 10,
overabundance. Huh?
9 times out of 10, you shook hands when the shit was over.
Right.
But you had respect for each other. But I think a lot of it has to do with people just don't know how to fucking deal anymore.
Well, the thing is, that now there's
everybody's
an overabundance
so sensitive about everything. You can't hurt somebody's feelings without within one sentence, and it just be something simple. But somebody's going to get offended about it.
The problem is now there's an
on their shoulders about everything.
Now there's an overabundance. Sorry, go ahead.
I think the whole response to this from the news, the government, has just been complete bullshit. And I have been so mad about it because they haven't even identified the damn parents yet. And you got a press secretary coming out giving a fucking speech about gun control and blaming it on Republicans. It's fucking ridiculous.
And the president coming out talking about he came down because he heard they had ice cream.
Yeah.
What a fucking joke.
What the fuck is that? It just,
but now that's part of it. See, because everybody's got a fucking political agenda out there,
pushing an agenda.
Right? You're missing the whole point in that some innocent kids got killed, and you know what stopped more from getting killed? Some fucking guns.
Yeah, Steve, what were you gonna say? Because I think we're on the same track here.
I was just going to say now that we're seeing an overabundance of people who seriously need to have their asses kicked.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
Nobody's kicking these people's asses, and it falls back on the parents. The parents need to start disciplining their kids, because if you don't, then this is the bullshit you got going on in this country. It's got nothing to do with gun control. It's got nothing to do with government. It's got everything to do with the parents and them failing to be parents and raising their kids the way that we were raised when we were growing up. Because let me tell you something. When I stepped out of line, I got a foot up my ass, and I was right back to where I needed to be. Okay. Right. The problem is that now you don't get that. You don't get that now because too many of these parents are too much pussies to do their job, and that's what it is. That's exactly what it comes down to. And the thing is that now if one of these kids comes out and they attack one of us, well, we ain't gonna put up with that shit. We're gonna beat the living shit out of them because they fucking deserve it, and that's just how it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Growing up,
that's like people moving their kids out of school because somebody said something that hurts their fucking feelings.
Yeah.
Like you got to teach your kid how to deal with their feelings being hurt. Like you got to get tired of it, and break their fucking nose with a book or something.
And now the way that, so obviously everyone by now knows what my job is. I live with teenagers. I work with teenagers. There has to be
a babysitter, is what you're saying?
Basically. There has to be a fucking end game. And don't get me wrong, they're they're not bad kids, but like there has to be an end game with them. Okay, well, what happens? What's in it for me? Like that kind of mentality. I don't mean like they're getting something from it. I mean like that's just their mentality of it. I remember growing up was when I fucked up, I got my ass beat. I didn't fuck up again. When I was 14, I was living in Grovetown, Georgia. I got arrested 4 times in 2 weeks because I was just doing dumb shit.
Bruh.
And I learned my lesson because I got off easy. I was like, I'm probably not going to do that anymore. Meanwhile, me and my younger brother, there was a borderline right between us where I was allowed to get my ass beat if I fucked up. If he got his ass beat, family services stepped in. Whatever family services is called where you people live. Family services, child protective services, family services, whoever, DHR, DHS, whatever they're called, they would step in and say that, oh, you can't punish him. You can't punish him at all. You can't do this. You can't do that. Well, here I am living the life that I live. I'm completely clean. I've got 2 kids that I love. I have a life that it's not perfect, but it's my life and I love it. Meanwhile, my younger brother, who was not allowed to get whooped growing up, because he thought, oh, okay, well, if I do something bad, someone will just step in and stop something from happening to me. Because whether it was, and I don't want to go off on a tangent, but whether it was my mother or family services or something stepping in and telling him, oh, no, don't worry, you're going to be protected even if you do something bad. When he grew up and he was in big boy land and he fucked up, he's done, I want to say 4 runs in prison.
Yeah.
He's 3 years younger than me. I'll be 33 in August. He'll be 30 in November. And he's been in prison 4 times.
I got a sister that's 10 years older than I am, and she was treated the same way. And she's been in and out of prison the whole time. She's a piece of work.
Later, Megan. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Thanks for hanging.
So here's a surprise. Sean Chasman says he was an asshole at school.
I am shocked.
No,
I never would have guessed it.
Come on, Sean.
No,
come on.
Oh God, he said he's softened a little since then. If you can imagine that. Holy shit.
Let me go stick this in an outlet so I can actually be shocked.
Yeah, good God. We missed a couple of people in the chat because we all got a little worked up over that, which is totally understandable. But let's see, we had Dustin K come in, Nicholas Peel came in. Good to see y'all. Mr. Wizard's here. Sean, of course. Corey says, I will beat my kids when they need it. They know better.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you.
Yeah.
My son knows that he will get popped.
Yeah.
And
my brother-in-law's better at it than my sister. But they get their asses whipped when they need it.
Yeah. I'm with you there, Jack. I'm with you. It's a sad day when we and I think part of it is people are so desensitized to things. You know, it's one of those things that I don't know.
I don't know anybody that and police officers included that could ever be. There's no training or anything that can prepare you for what those guys saw.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine. I mean, you know, those poor kids that were there, you know, are going to have trauma for the rest of their lives. The officers, you know, that had to see that and respond to that are going to have trauma. The school administrators and teachers and stuff. I mean, I just can't imagine.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine. But these officers did what they were supposed to do, and they got there quick. Now here's how she made entry. Let me pull this up. Stacy sent me the video.
I don't believe there's anything graphic in the video.
I don't think so.
Going through the halls, coming to the doors.
Yeah, I believe she shoots her way through the door and then makes her way into that first room on the right, and then goes through. They just show her walking down the halls and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think they showed anything graphic from it.
Hey, Hoffy, he's been lurking.
What's up, Hoff? Good to see you, buddy.
I also got to, comment on the teachers for doing such a good job.
Yeah,
with all those kids.
I think it's time we grow up, fellas.
Yeah, Lucas is gone.
Yeah. fucking. He's probably one of those kids that wasn't.
Wait,
allowed
what
to be
happened? I
tested.
missed it.
Just somebody trying to talk.
Yeah,
shit
someone
in the chat.
someone talking shit. What's great
I
is they're
didn't
still
see
watching.
that, man. I would have loved the freaking.
All right, here's where she shoots her way into the building.
Yeah.
Did you catch that, Steve?
I did. I saw it.
This is where the alarm goes off.
Yeah. That glass break sensor.
What kind of gun does she have?
Multiple.
She's using I don't think she ever used her AR.
Yeah,
I think she used that Kel-Tec S2000. It's a piece of shit.
And you'll see right here when she comes through, she's got several guns. See, she's got one on her back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get. Okay, this is what I'm. This is elementary school. Why is she going into this school? Was she bullied in this school?
Yeah, she went here.
She did attend this school.
But see, she switched to a different.
So,
right there.
When did she attend this school?
When
was
she
it
was younger.
years prior to this?
Yes.
She's 28.
Yeah.
So it'd been a while because they only go to 6th grade.
What's she doing in this school? That none of these people in this school have anything to do with her now.
No.
But because they didn't have a security like a SRO.
Oh, she's a freaking psychopath. I'm glad.
Yeah,
So,
her
was she
intentions-
killed? Was she killed?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was
good.
Premeditated.
Good.
It's sickening.
Steve, you just watched her get roasted.
Yeah.
In the previous video.
Yeah.
I hope she's burning in hell.
I'm sure that's
Bitch.
probably where she went. Not for me to judge, but I don't see somebody like that making it to heaven. Mm.
No clue what she's fucking doing.
Mm.
Knows how to pull a trigger. That's a fucking.
She's a fucking idiot. Look what.
Yeah, people with his unarmed and kids.
Now, this was, at 10:20 in the morning. So I would imagine students are actually in class. There's probably not a lunch going on, thank God, or there would have been a crowd of kids in the cafeteria. I'm not sure what the number of students in attendance are.
I said around 200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was quite a few.
So Jack says that that this is all fake. I guess. Let me see. So apparently the shoes changed. Let me see here.
I've seen that, but it wasn't clear enough to even make that determination. She's wearing fucking.
He said they changed from Pumas to Vans, right?
Yeah, I remember somebody saying that. Because so right there, she's wearing Pumas.
Well, let's find out.
And the Vans are going to have the tag on the side. The Pumas, they got this on the side there. The three little things.
Yeah, let's see. History.
I think she was just looking for anyone, bad guy. She's got no. There's nothing behind this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
She just wanted to kill somebody.
I'm
kill
gonna.
as many as she could.
I'm gonna mute the video since we've already watched it. But let's. I want to see the.
When she's laying on the ground.
Yeah. Now, of course, it's blurred out, so I don't know how well
you can see the shoes.
See.
Well, it also has to do with the cameras and stuff too, and her clothing.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to really make it out much on this angle or not.
Well, I know the camera goes right there.
There it is.
They are different.
Well, she's got that.
I don't think so.
I don't think there's enough there to say it's not.
So I mean, I can see,
her pants are down right there over her shoe.
Well, there's something
laces.
going on right here. Of course, I can't zoom in on
But
this.
if you look at her other foot, on the inside of that other foot, doesn't really show well.
But see,
there's
I'm wondering if this right here appeared as a white stripe in here. I mean,
yeah. Well, that camera's that's a fixed camera, so it's not going to be the greatest.
Yeah.
At least.
There was one angle where you could see her back, and then you could see the van sticker on the sole of the shoe in the back. I do
Well,
remember
I
seeing
don't.
that.
I don't know that those look. So Pumas are more of a tennis shoe
They
style.
got a wider stripe, and the Vans have that thin stripe down the side and stuff. But I think she's got white laces.
See, because I ain't gonna lie to you, right there, they almost look more like slides to me. It looks like the ass end is coming
Like
up.
her foot slipped out of it or something.
Mm-hmm. There's no time on that.
I don't know. There's a lot of video that got released too quick for it to be for me to think it's a setup or not real.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theory type person for the most part. I mean, I can see where that that does appear that way, but I mean, there's a lot of distortion to even this lettering and stuff on this camera, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how
well
dialed
fixed
in it
cameras
is.
are awful anyway. I mean, they are good for a still shot, but even when we had those PTZ cameras and stuff, if somebody was wearing really bright colored, like a fluorescent color, it would play hell with the focus on the camera. So the cameras are not perfect at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because this looks like flames or something.
Yeah,
on there.
But I don't think you would have seen.
They do look different. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the explanation is for that, but this is at 10:21. These don't have times on them.
This other camera.
These were these were edited obviously because they have the names and stuff on them, but I don't know. I mean, that I mean, it definitely looks like the same clothing to me, but it also looks like
Hoff just said that.
I think she's got a pistol in her pocket with no magazine too.
And they may have had a timestamp on them. Like I say, these are edited. I'm thinking that these are zoomed in some. It does kind of have that fisheye look to it, but these are tactical too, so they may not be the standard. I'm not sure. I don't
really
live
think
in
that she was shooting at the cops out their windows when that happened. When she got out.
I mean, yeah, I can see some differences in there. I mean, but think of the parents when people are saying this is fake. Some kids died, right? I'm not going to jump to that conclusion. There's some dead kids.
You're going to show me some pretty definite shit.
All right, I'm starting to see that it's like talking to a wall. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here.
Huh?
I'm starting to see this is like talking to a wall. Like, you can't convince this guy. You can tell him the sky is blue and he's going to tell you it's purple.
Yeah, we're gonna move on from this anyway. I think that these officers
timeout. You're in timeout, mister.
I think that these officers did what they were supposed to do when they got on scene. They got there quick, and that's what we need to have happen. Key takeaway from here is two things. Number one, a real shit person showed up and killed some innocent children, and the police showed up and did what they were supposed to do. Now they did
a good job.
Yes, they did. They definitely did. Let me find. I've got another instance here. Oh, there's that video I was looking for right there. I've got another instance here of an officer jumping in and doing what they're supposed to do. If I can get this to transfer.
Hey, you know what, buddy? You're done too.
Oh my Lord!
I ain't even gonna comment.
I don't mind people disagreeing with us. I don't mind.
It's fine to disagree, but let me explain this too. A round traveling 2,100 feet per second is not gonna have a lot of fucking splatter. It's gonna cut through them. So
the window was shot out behind her.
Window.
The movies
window
say
was
otherwise,
flat out,
Adam.
Austin.
The movies say otherwise.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Hollywood. Fuck.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought they knew better.
The movies and Neil deGrasse Tyson say otherwise.
Good God. Did you go watch
Exactly.
John Wick or something? Fuck.
Bottom line
so-
is, you guys don't want to watch it. You don't have to stay here.
Yeah, I don't mind some disagreements. I don't mind some disagreements.
I don't mind disagreements either,
Here-
but like,
There's another
this-
one.
This show is not to try to debunk anything. We're not conspiracy theorists, so there's nothing to debunk. You know.
Kudos to all the people in Tennessee that did their shit right.
Yes, exactly. Those officers did a great job. Now
Teachers,
here's
the fucking city administrators, all of them.
exactly. This is a video that popped up in my feed. There was a police officer that rescued some residents and some dogs from a house that was on fire. This was in Maryland. It is Anne Arundel County Police. I probably butchered that name because I'm not from Maryland, of course. But here's a body cam video from that as he drives by and sees the house on fire.
are we sponsored now?
No, we're not.
Oh, okay. Oh, dang! They didn't know their house was on fire.
Hadn't have a clue.
No.
Wow.
And it was cooking too. I can't believe he didn't know.
This
I-
house is on fire. Can you make sure everybody in
I
the
think
house
he's also
is
trying to get the neighbors out.
Yeah.
You got your keys to your car? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You want to just stick them in the car in the back? Give them some room. You got the cat in there? Where?
Oh wow,
Lord.
that took over
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
Shit. This one was cut short, unfortunately, but you know, when a house catches on fire, the smoke is probably something that would take people out silently, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if you've got you may not even be anywhere in the room where there's a fire, but the smoke billowing into that area is going to be tough. It's rough. It's rough. All right, let's look at. Oh boy, look at us. We got all these trolls over there. Hi, YouTube
Yep.
trolls. Thanks for coming to give us the views. I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
It still helps.
Hell
me, too.
yeah.
You don't have to agree with us. Like I say, this is America. Everybody's got an opinion, just like assholes, and some of them stink. You don't have to like ours, and we don't have to like yours. That's what's great about America. Did y'all see that guy that stole the police cruiser in California and then jumped out of it and
Jumped
died?
out of it and killed himself.
What the
Yeah.
fuck, man? Why are you gonna jump out going down the freeway that damn fast anyway? I mean, if you
He left a
You
damn
think-
wet mark too.
yeah
When he died, he left a fucking wet mark.
He played GTA a couple times.
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I must have missed that one.
I don't know. But I got it
saw
right
the
here.
article. I didn't.
Yeah.
I got it
It's-
right here. I don't know how.
So it's gotten to where if I see articles like this, I don't take it at face value, and I don't want to waste my time with it. Like I'm like, man, if I click on this, it's gonna be something stupid.
No, this one was actually for real. This
boy.
dude
That looks
is
like it's
hauling
gonna hurt.
ass. Oh, it does. It kills him. This dude is hauling ass in a stolen CHP cruiser.
Yeah, Carl,
and
that's what I said.
Jumps out instead of. I mean, if he's going to try to run on foot, come to a stop and take off running. He had enough distance on him where him jumping out in a moving vehicle was not going to gain him any extra jump on the cops trying to get away, right?
That's what he's doing, 46 miles an hour.
He didn't learn to tuck
Smart.
and roll very well.
The problem is he probably watched
Oh,
one too
fuck.
many Lethal Weapon movies.
Well, maybe. Or played GTA too long.
Hoff said he accidentally hit Y on the controller.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
That should piss you off too.
Cruiser. The officer runs after the thief on the 5 freeway in Castaic.
He takes
The
off
video
in his
was
car,
posted on
man.
a Twitter feed that covers the Santa Clarita Valley. And the high-speed chase that followed ended 30 miles away in Antelope Acres near Lancaster.
I love how they
Pause
have that
the video
overlay
before
with
it takes an
the
unexpected
road
and deadly
names
turn,
and stuff.
with the driver
Yeah, I do
jumping
too.
from that moving car and ultimately to his death while traveling at 45 miles per hour.
Oh, I hope they
For
show
unknown
it.
reasons, the driver of the
No,
patrol
it's
vehicle
on
jumped from
TV,
the
man.
vehicle and suffered major injuries. CHP
And
personnel
on
on
YouTube.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look at the actual YouTube version.
I
of it
really want to
because
see it.
that one. Yeah, that one is uncensored.
Yeah, you can tell the moment he dies because I think he loses his bladder, his bowels. One, that's the wet spot. That's pretty
Let's
nasty.
see, not that one, not that one. Where is the one? There's one that's uncut. Did I pull it from Twitter? I can't remember.
Wasted.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Tell me someone put the wasted graphic over it, like right as he hits the ground.
Yeah. Or do the
I
step
haven't
down.
seen that yet. No, I have not.
I'm gonna have to like.
I
give
can't
this guy
bring
like a
myself to
Darwin
edit that.
Award.
Like I can't bring myself to edit something like that.
Yeah.
Like
No, all of these have been edited now. What the fuck, man?
It's the censorship, man. They don't want you seeing what's actually happening there.
Hold on, here we go. I think this is the one. Hold on. Let's see.
I hope so.
Oh yeah, this is it.
Good.
Hold
Put
on.
it up there. Let me see it.
Let me share this one. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
He had a 2-star wanted level. he jumped when he had a two
spaghetti on the 405, I guess.
Yes, good God. So this one was from Fox 11, but I think they've edited it afterwards because this is on a different. This is on chest cam, and this guy's like, "Fuck it, I'm showing the whole thing."
Fox is like, "What do you mean?" we gotta
Stu,
edit
what's
it?
going on? He's jumping out of the car.
Oh,
Oh, my
idiot.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
What?
Oh,
He just bailed out of the car, out of a moving car. Look,
what
just
the hell?
the
If that
light
left tire goes, hopefully this will slowly slow down. Look at this. Opening the door. Maybe, it's jumping out at 45
Was he about
miles
to
an
try to
hour. Oh, my
run?
goodness.
Dumbass
Oh, my
landed
goodness. You
on
know,
his
this
head.
is just sad. We know this individual had mental.
Jesus
Hey, I'll
Christ!
tell you this. Hey, legit, shout out to the camera guy because he knew immediately to let me zoom out because I don't want that on TV.
Yeah.
What's about to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack said he respawned in jail.
We spawned down at the morgue.
Like,
Oh my Lord!
oh my god! Like,
All right, so
Darwin Award for that one, man.
let me jump in here real quick because Ryan, we've got Ryan that's joined us now over there. Ryan with no last name, because when you're a real pussy, you don't share your last name when you talk shit online, right?
That guy,
So
he was so
I have zero problems with people not agreeing with us. That's what America's about. We all have different opinions and stuff, right? But when you come in here with the name calling and acting like a total twat, then I probably just got demonetized. On a non-monetized channel would be okay.
oh no!
Then I'm gonna send you packing at that point, right? Come in, give us your opinions. If we don't like it, we don't like it. If you don't like ours, you don't like it, whatever. It is
So
what it
may
is.
I speak up for this? Because I got to address that real quick.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. There you go.
Actually, I can't get it to. Why is it not? Why is it not?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's upset over there. He's upset.
It says he was blocked for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know it's not working right. But I mean, really, that's part of what this show is about, right? It's open dialogue. It's share your thoughts, whether we agree with them or not. We'll share ours, whether you agree with them or not. It's not that big a deal. That's one thing I love about this country is the ability to have a dialogue and hate each other for 10 minutes and then shake hands and get along after that. That kind of thing. Let me fix you up there, Corey.
The Blue Wrench.
There you go.
Oh,
Gotcha.
I
got you fixed up. But anyway, yeah. Wiz had done already sniped him. That's why I couldn't do it. That's why. But it's one of those things. Oh, look, now we got Rob Morgan over here. Oh my Lord.
Wow.
Oh my God. But wait, Rob knows the CEO
get your
of
channel
YouTube.
banned.
Oh God.
Oh
yes.
wow.
Hey, Rob. Yo, Rob. Right
Go
there.
fuck
Bud.
yourself.
Right there.
Yeah, these nuts.
Anyway, I mean,
let me tell you something. This fucking guy would not say this shit to our faces. He's too much of a pussy.
I know.
Because I tell you what, I would pound you to the ground, bro.
My God. All right. Well, we gotta move on.
Let's move on.
I'm not gonna let these jackoffs disrupt the whole thing here. But just know, share your feelings, but don't be a dick. Now this has nothing to do with law enforcement. Stacey, are you watching?
Nope,
no.
He had to go that way.
Yep, I think
You might have a bathroom break some.
no, I think he had to go yell probably because he, stupid people are irritating. Where is I hate when I save something and then can't find it.
I'll get you blocked.
Oh, here we go. I was waiting on Stacy for this one because he shared it, or he sent it to me. Let's look at this other one first because here comes Stacy. Corey loves Steve. See, look at that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Corey loves Steve. Stacy sent this one in. I can't hear you. You're muted. You're muted.
Yeah, I got to. Sorry, I guess I'm the stupid one. Get Rob back in here.
I don't want to go.
Anyway, so this one, why is this not sharing? For fuck's sake, come on, stream.
Ron, that was the name. Yeah, get Ron back in here. I'm the stupid one. Yeah, I saw this and I was like, okay, there's no way this right here could be misleading. So
Tampa police nab gator on the street. There's two places I can definitely expect this to happen.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Louisiana or somewhere in Florida.
You're missing one more. There's three.
Where?
Along the coast of South Carolina.
Oh, well, see, I'm not that familiar with
I've happened when I used to work for Comcast, at least I'd say once a month, there was a gator somewhere in my eyesight while installing cable.
Yeah, well, and I lived a long time in Louisiana, so it was one of those things where gator sightings were pretty common over there as well. So this one, the Tampa police are going to wrangle this gator. Now, you can see him on the screen right here. This happened on March the 29th.
I'm trying to figure out how brave this camera person is because they're...
Well, this is body cam right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
shit. Sorry, I told you. I'm the stupid one. My bad.
Well, but now there's other people standing around. I mean, gators can move a little faster on land than you think, right? I fucked up one time. I was at the Natchez State Park one time fishing, and I used to like to pull my boat up on these little grass tufts that were out there. And I'm sitting there fishing one time. Been fishing for about 45 minutes in this one spot, right? And I go to turn around. I'm gonna fish down the other side of this grass run. And I turn around, and sitting right next to me for the last 45 minutes was a damn gator. I had been sitting there that whole time. If he had decided to come into that boat, my back was turned to him. So from that point on, I had to pay closer attention. I was like, shit, I almost got bit trying to catch a fish, for fuck's sake.
Jack has a point too. I've seen gators at the rest area there at Orange, Texas. Yeah, right there as you cross from Louisiana into Texas.
That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, there is a lot of bleed over from there.
Well, that rest area, I don't know if you've been to it, but it's like it's over a swamp. You have to walk over bridges to get into the rest area.
Oh, I might have been to that one.
Yeah, it's right there at the state line, mile marker 880.
What is that? Is that that's not Vider, is it? Or
Tyler? No. It's Orange, Texas.
Orange, Texas.
Yeah.
There was one in Huntsville not too long ago. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I did. I forgot to save the video on it. I think I shared it on Twitter or something.
They made a big deal about not killing them because they're a protected species.
Yeah, we don't have them very often up here in Huntsville, I guess. But here we go. Tampa police about to kick this gator's ass.
Yeah, once he's tired
what-
again.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Damn.
Didn't
Yeah,
tear
no.
or something.
I know, but
Wait, they received a disturbance call. I guess it is a disturbance call. Jesus Christ! Hey Taylor, what's up, buddy? Glad to hear you're doing good.
Hey, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get it underneath that job.
Do you hear how they hiss, man? Yeah, if you can control that mouth, he can.
just keep the weight on him.
It's crazy how this right here can keep their whole mouth shut. It's wild.
Holy shit! Yeah, if you can control that mouth, you at least won't get your leg bit off. However,
You got that tail to worry about.
he can still beat your ass. With
That tail can break some bones.
Yes, Lord.
See, stupid one.
Oh,
So what did they end up doing with this gator? They like turn him into like a suitcase or something?
No. They take them and re-release them into the wild.
Yeah, they re-release them back out.
So there were no cowboy boots made or anything.
No. The gator was not sworn in.
I love that video. That video is awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I saw this one.
this one has nothing to do with law enforcement necessarily.
This is what I submitted.
Yeah, Steve sent me this one.
This is where we're at in the world.
Send it on over there, Wiz.
It totally cracked me up when I saw this.
So yeah, this is definitely one of those things. And let me tell you, right? I mean, I told y'all when I was growing up, I was a nerd, right? I played Dungeons and Dragons. I like role play games, and I like computer games and shit now, you know. But I never did LARPing, right, which is live action role play.
We got a group here that does it.
Don't get me wrong, the dude's outfit is on point. Right? I mean, he's a healing monk. And
I love it. I am by no means. I've never been into D&D. I've never been into the only role play I do is cuffs.
Yeah.
Like,
well, look,
you know,
but look now.
I love it.
Look, I'm had I had a LARPing group near me when I was younger, I probably would have done it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to figure out why his glasses are on the outside of that thing.
I'm surprised we didn't do it. We were down at Buddha's house.
I love it. I love it.
That's got to be why they're so crooked.
Okay, well, this is only a 26-second video. We've laughed at it for about a minute before we've even started it, but holy shit. But here we go. This is going to be good. Oh my God. This does take place at a crime scene, supposedly. But now I'm going to tell you, this has got to be fake. This can't be for real.
It looks like it's on the news, though.
Well, I say it can't be real. However, y'all know about oh look, we got another one headed out.
They already took care of them on the channel.
Y'all know we've got like the video out of Mobile, Alabama with the everybody see the leprechaun say yeah. You know, it's like a leprechaun spotted in Mobile, and the news media is like they've got somebody had drawn a picture of him, and it's like this hand-drawn picture of a fucking leprechaun. That was actually on the news. You know, it sounded stupid. You know, the whole hide your kids, hide your wife, Antoine Dotson, that was up here in Huntsville. That was actually on the news, you know. So this could have really been on the news. I don't know. But anyway, I got some more fun. I got some more laughing to do after this.
You never saw hide your kids, hide your wife. That's actually pretty funny.
Oh yeah. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
He made so
that's
much
a good
money off of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, he went to work for Hyde Homes for a while and did some video, some commercials for them with hide your kids, hide your wife in a new Hyde home. Sure did.
Nice.
Sure did. Yep. So here we go.
We were in the middle of our tournament when my friend John said he found a body in the bushes over there. I ran over there because I'm a healing monk to try and help, but obviously my magic wasn't strong enough because the dude's body was missing a head. So my friend decided to try and use a necromancer spell, which didn't work, which I knew it wouldn't. And apparently we contaminated the crime scene because that spell uses a lot of glitter. We were in the middle of our tournament.
I love it. And this is what I love. I'll tell you this. living here, I'll hear people playing D&D all the time. I've never played. I don't have any interest in playing, but I love hearing people just run with their imagination. I love it. Like I mean, as far from like a role playing standard, I love hearing it. It's so great. This guy's like committed to what he's doing. I love it.
Jack says, "Good to see that the If She Breathes, It's a Thought guys branching away from Star Wars." Oh my God! Oh Lord, have mercy.
That's awesome.
Oh my God! I think I laughed probably a good 10 minutes on that one. That was so funny. It's like, well, it's got to be. It's a twist. It's a little bit better than bad news. Well, there's a little bit bad news, but
I bet
this guy makes light of it. Like
If that's
it's coming from.
So
Blizzard.
here we come. Yep, this is from the land down under in Australia. An Aussie pub owner fends off crocodile with a frying pan. This is from 9 News Australia, and this was 9 months ago. But sometimes quality video just does not age, right? And this sounds like it's going to be fucking awesome. But hold on, I can't. I'm hung up on one thing about that last video.
What, the glitter?
Look, no, well, yeah, the glitter part. But do you know what would have happened if the necromancer spell had actually worked? Do you know if they'd have brought that dude back to life with no head? Oh, Jesus Christ!
I just love what he said because I'm a healing monk. I lost it.
Yeah,
oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, more props to him, man. He's enjoying himself.
That's great. That's just great. Oh my God. That's what the problem was. Jack said you got to have level 4, right?
Oh yeah,
that's what it was. He wasn't level 4. He hadn't made it to level 4 yet. He had not made it to level 4 yet. So here we go. Land down under. Let's watch a pub owner beat a crocodile's ass with the frying pan.
Aussie publican has become a social media sensation after vision of him whacking a cheeky croc with a frying pan hit the internet. But with
Wait, can you say whacking and cheeky in the same sentence and get away with it?
I think you can.
Yeah. They mean different things over there.
Okay. That just sounds. I'm cheeky whacking over here. Hey.
Yeah.
It means something different to me, but whatever.
With his own unique handle on the situation, the man behind the pan exclusively explains to 9 News it's a case of tough love.
Out of the fry pan and into the fire, this croc king isn't afraid to dish out a serious dose of discipline.
Oh, shit.
I just grabbed the frying pan and gave an almighty smack on the nose.
For nearly 20 years, Kai Hansen has been lordship of his very own island, around 70 kilometres as the crow flies south of Darwin.
My kingdom has the only croc-infested moat all around.
King Kai lives alongside his beloved Casey, who entertains visitors on the banks
Holy
of the
shit.
Adelaide River.
That dog's badass too.
Moved in and upset the pecking order.
Oh shit!
Now he's bigger than her, and that is a problem. So she climbs up over there, which is very close to the walkway where people come in from the chopper.
Which forced the publican to bring out his shield.
Gave her a smack a couple of times 15 years ago. So she knows what a frying pan is. And I don't have a gun. Well, I'm lying when I say I don't have a gun, but it's not very effective.
Unfortunately for Fred, there's only room for one king on this island, with a special croc retrieval team set to collect him this afternoon.
Oh my God!
As soon as that happens, Casey will stop coming up there and come up in her favorite spot, and all the problems solved.
Casey briefly showed her face today after the stern warning, but never trust a crocodile's tears. On Goat Island, Amy Clements, 9 News.
Damn.
What a story.
This guy just living his best life.
That thing, man.
As a Dragon Ball Z fan, I just want to go somewhere named King Kai.
I know, man. I know it. Damn, that was great. That was great. I love Australians are fucking hilarious on TV sometimes, man. Just about everything I've ever seen, every clip I've seen of Australians on TV has been great. Like I've gotten a good chuckle out of it. Now Adam sent one in too. This is the last one I wanted to look at. This is a little different than what we're looking at. This is not a positive look at law enforcement. Unfortunately, this is a more negative look at law enforcement this time. But it needs to be shown. It's got 1.2 million views, so it's not like people haven't seen it. Let me share it over here. Y'all know I'm a big fan of the First Amendment.
Yeah,
I believe that people should be able to assemble in public. People should be able to film in public. People should be able to express their views, and that kind of thing. Oh, exactly, Jack. Exactly. Jack says Australia, 0 guns and every animal is exotic and bizarre and lethal. No shit, man. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, there's some kind of a spider that can be as small as your pinky nail that can kill you with its bite. That's not somewhere I want to go hang out. So here we go. This one comes from it's shared by Dr. Deshandras Goldstein. This was in downtown Orlando, Florida. This was shared on April the 1st. But there's not a timestamp on the actual video itself, so I don't know. But from what it says is this street preacher gets arrested for preaching during a pro-abortion rally. Now, this is not the show for us to really express our thoughts on abortion, but we do talk a lot about the First Amendment, right? And so people who are pro-abortion have the right to speak their mind, and people who are anti-abortion have a right to speak their mind. But it's one of those things where this guy unfortunately does not get that opportunity. What did you see that, Steve?
Boy, I'm getting freaking targeted today. What's going on?
I know you are. You didn't piss some folks off.
Are these people?
Are these people
you told they couldn't be LEO or something? Like Jesus.
I don't know, man. But I've banned more people tonight than forever in this one.
I have a feeling I know what's going on, but I'm not going to say anything.
That's okay. All right. Well, anyway, let's get to this one because twats will be twats. Here we go.
Yes, sir. I can't do that. I can't do that. No, I have to speak.
You're not operating a loudspeaker.
You guys get that? You guys get that? Yeah, I have equipment. I do.
Can I be ready?
Yeah.
You can record, but you can back up a little bit.
Oh, she's with me. She's built.
Right now you're retained, ma'am. You're going to step back just a little bit. Thank you.
Excuse me. Don't do that. Don't do that. I have to get this.
Now I'm trying to figure out why it took so many cops to arrest a street preacher and push his wife or girlfriend or whatever she is
back like that.
And watch how they surround her here in a minute.
They're bicycle cops. They don't know what a female is.
The way they treat her is probably what pisses me off the most, right? Because she has a legal right to be able to film within earshot and eyeshot of what's going on, as long as she does not physically interfere. But they make it a point to try to block her camera. That's the part that bothers me.
You try to move in, you got to go deal with them. You move in past this line, you got to go with them, okay?
Can you pull up to front of the courthouse, please?
Well, because there was no decibel number. There has to be a decibel number. There has to be a decibel number.
Completely.
I'm trying to figure out why are they trying to stop her from filming?
I don't understand this.
To be assholes.
This is nuts.
In this one,
this is absolutely nuts.
She wasn't even attempting. She wasn't yelling anything or anything.
So apparently he got the wrong permit.
Oh my lord!
But she
Same
like
guy
she
over
didn't
and over
do
again.
anything.
Yeah,
she was just recording preaching.
Good. I was
getting
starting to feel left out.
You know what?
I just don't understand why they. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say I agree with him getting arrested, and it has nothing to do with what he's there for. Nothing to do with that. I'm not going to say I do or don't agree with it. Maybe because apparently it sounded like they were saying his equipment was too loud.
Yeah, like he like maybe he could have maybe he could have stood there without the audio equipment.
Yeah,
and said what he had to say.
Yeah, that could be understood if not condoned, like by people looking on. But like,
I can get noise ordinance kind of stuff and stuff like that.
What's like? all you do is make yourself look like a jackass trying to stop her from filming.
Well, I think he made
right.
a good faith effort by getting a permit to begin with.
Yeah, he had a permit, but
how are you sure you got the right permits? You know.
Yeah,
Like,
he
you
had
get
a
permit to go protest.
Yeah,
But
he
what
had
all
a
does that entail?
demonstration. He did have a demonstration permit, but I don't think that, from what the officers were saying, that doesn't allow him to use equipment.
Yeah.
And so that's why they were trying to run him off, and he didn't want to comply with that. So that's why he's getting arrested. So I mean, while I feel like that's a real gray area about infringing on his First Amendment rights to freedom of speech.
Yeah.
What's not a gray area is they're definitely infringing on this female's right.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to
record.
cover up something. Like,
right.
What's the intimidation to this though?
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
it gets
this pisses me off, right? Because this is a female being bullied by multiple armed officers, male officers.
Stay back, or you're going to jail.
I need to see what's happening with my
Stay back.
They keep saying stay back. If you move closer, stay back. If you move, all she's trying to do is move around, right? A different angle, but the same distance. She's not trying to close distance at all.
Right.
I'm assuming at some point they've been told don't tell people not to
Jesus says
film.
to go and preach to all nations, teaching them
What
all
about
that I
all
have
of them not having their
commanded,
taser
baptizing
posted
them in the name of the
crossbar?
Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
I mean, I can't
And of the Holy Spirit. Preaching all that He commanded. Preaching all that He commanded.
He just goes limp.
I mean,
Why
do
they really go up carry my ass?
In her defense, she got it all up to this point.
Yeah,
she did get it. But now's where see this is all over, right? He's been arrested. They're walking away from her. She's not moving forward. But now watch. This is where the shit is over the top and wrong. Definitely.
So I'm surrounded right now, like I have weapons or something. I'm just a woman and they're like blocking me. I can't see what happened to my husband. And
I think I can.
I don't know what they're doing, why they're still in my way. Like I can't move. Yeah, so now
You should have said, am I fucking detained?
Yeah.
Get out of my way. I'm on a public sidewalk.
I feel like at some point they've been told like, don't tell someone they can't film.
Well,
that's how they were. They were acting like they didn't want to say those words.
Well, here's the thing. No, they didn't want to say it. They didn't want to say it. But here's the problem with this, right? In order for the Fourth Amendment protection under the Constitution to be triggered, there has to be an event that law enforcement does that would make any reasonable person, this is from court cases and shit, any reasonable person to feel like they are being detained. So what types of things can make a reasonable person feel like they're being detained? The inability to continue your movement. You have been stopped in your tracks. She could not move either direction. She was surrounded. She was detained under the law, right? There's been plenty of court cases. Turning on their emergency lights and stopping you, you are then detained under the Fourth Amendment. You have Fourth Amendment protections at that point. Or any show of force by law enforcement triggers the Fourth Amendment. You know, so there's multiple ways that they infringed on this woman's rights.
Yeah,
for certain. You know, if they have some statutes or some ordinances that say he had to have a certain license, or he could protest, but he couldn't use audio equipment, you know, are those ordinances constitutional? I don't know. But if they exist, and that's all the police need to step in and stop what he was doing. It's not for the police to determine constitutionality of an ordinance that they're supposed to enforce. It's for the court later. I like Jack's response there. Don't worry, they'll conduct an internal investigation to make sure there were no professionalism or procedural violations. I have no doubt that they will.
Here's my question: say she would have left when they told her to and started recording from across the street. Would they have walked over there and tried to block her from the camera, like block her then? Like,
probably.
I mean, I can get trying to keep people from physically interfering with an arrest that's occurring. I totally get that, right?
Yeah.
But she made no move to do that. Now, they separated her from him at first because they were pretty sure they were going to have to go hands-on with him and arrest him. So I can even get the separating them part. I can understand that. But at that point, you leave that woman alone. Yeah. If you're not arresting her, you leave her alone and you let her film until she interferes. Yeah. And filming is not interference, right?
Well, she had complied with all their verbal commands.
She had.
There was no reason for that shit.
Now, like I say, I can get it. If she was trying to push past them, if she was yelling and screaming and causing disturbance or anything like that.
Lunging, flipping, drawing attention away from the arrest. Yeah, I can understand.
She was totally professional, and the officers in that situation were totally unprofessional.
Yeah.
Bullying a female like that who's just trying to record something. And I mean, and don't get me wrong. I mean, y'all all know that I'm 99.9% believe that we need law enforcement, you know.
Another one.
Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. Hey, I wish I had.
Your views are going to be through the roof tonight.
I know it. I like it. Thank you so much for all these multiple troll accounts. You know.
By the way, we get credit for your comments too.
Yes, we do.
A bunch of Muppets.
Oh, and the best part is, I mean, the more comments you leave, the more money we make.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I'm just rolling in the dough over here on this unmonetized channel. I tell you. But I mean, I generally believe that we need law enforcement, right? We can't live in a world of chaos. And I do believe that most officers go into that line of work with a good heart and trying to do the right thing and serve their community. Yes, I also am a realist, and I realize that there's some bad apples out there, and I think those bad apples need to have a light shined on them, and they need to get out of the fucking job. They need to not be there. But that's true in a lot of jobs, not just law enforcement, right? But in this case, these officers should have left this woman alone. I've been in her situation before, not surrounded like that. But I've been in her situation before where I've been pushed back because I have had a camera, even though I wasn't interfering, or I'm not one of those people that when I film a scene, I don't holler out at the cops. I don't try to create a disturbance or none of that shit. Right. I just quietly and peacefully film. But I've still had pushback from some. So I hope she takes it a step further, and I hope she files complaints against every one of those officers, and I hope she sues the shit out of the Orlando Police Department.
I think it'd be an easy case. They'll probably settle with her.
Not just to protect her right to film, but to protect everybody's rights to film. Because, you know, I mean, y'all see the shit that's going on in the world where, you know, there are journalists being killed for speaking the truth in some countries, for fuck's sake.
It's an absolute joke is what it is.
It is. It's horrible. It's just absolutely horrible. But anyway, I don't have anything else to share. Is there any last minute stuff that any of you fellas wanted to share? I mean, I know y'all are just Muppets and everything.
Yeah.
But,
hold on, let me read what you sent me to say earlier. Hold on. I lost it. Shit, my bad.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know you're a real dumbass when you try to do the copy paste comment thing and you screw up and forget to press enter and you do the same comment 3 times in one comment. That's when you know you're a real But I don't have anything else to go over. Do any of y'all have anything that you saw? I mean, there's going to be plenty of shit happening the next week probably for us to cover.
You know, that just the only thing that's jumping out at me is that school shooting, man. That's just disturbing as hell.
Yeah, I mean, I as a grandparent, you know, I mean, my kids are grown now. My youngest just turned 18 on April Fool's Day. She was our April Fool's baby. She just turned 18, but you know what? They have shootings and active shooters at colleges too. And you know, they have active shootings in grocery stores. They have active shootings in nightclubs. They have active shooters at
House parties, streets.
Yeah, house parties out in the street, at concerts. I mean, I get pissed at people if you want to. Get in a fist fight with me if you want to. I mean, I don't condone violence, but I'm just saying if you got to get that anger and frustration out, why don't we go back to doing it the old school way and just duking it out and moving on? You know, don't shoot and kill people, because you at that point you have ended the life of one person. You have ruined your life. You've ruined the life of their family. You've ruined the life of your family. And it's just you know, it's one of them things. But anyway, hey, Jack, I tell you what, look, feel free. There is a link to a Google form where you can submit some videos. Feel free. We're kind of at the end of time now anyway, but submit whatever and on that form, and I'll be glad to take a look at it and see if we can put it on the show. Well, Adam, hope you have a good week, buddy, with your treatments coming up, and you know, I hope it goes good there, bud.
Thank you. I think it will.
Steve, I hope. I mean, you seem to be feeling a little bit better.
I'm a little bit better. I went and I saw Doc, and he's on his way to fixing me. So I'm actually in much better shape. I got to go see him
They
again.
finally dropped my name. I'm a Muppet now. I graduated to a fucking Muppet.
Oh, you're a Muppet now? Waka waka.
And I'm a newspaper. I'm a newspaper.
Onyx newspaper.
You're a newspaper. You're a newspaper. We're Muppets.
But
Wiz thinks it's the Colorado police.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I know who it is.
But
I know who it is.
So, Steve, have you been to Colorado to that doctor then?
No.
Okay.
It's a doctor here that I know who is equally as awesome as the one out in Colorado. And I got to go see him a couple more times. He actually just told me he was going to take care of me because he didn't want me spending all that money going out to Colorado and coming back. So it was cool of him, and I'm well on my way to feeling better, but I'm still hurting. So
yeah, well, man, I hope they get you straight. I know that's some horrible shit. And,
I don't like swallowing pills either. So I'm trying to get off that.
Yeah. Stacy, you have a good week. You have a good week, brother. With all them cheerings over there, you having to tend to.
Let me give just a very quick full transparency.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that bad, but the ones that are bad are bad.
Terrible.
Oh, I know. I know how it is. I know how it is. But I appreciate all you gentlemen being on. I thank you all in the chat for tuning in and watching with us and giving us some feedback and some comments and stuff. Whether we all agree or not, I still appreciate it. Except for the twits with the fake accounts just to troll. That's totally unnecessary. Come and be a productive member of society and talk shit like we do. You know, not that we're automatically productive members of society, but we do all work and do things and care about shit. So that's why we get on here and talk about it, whether we all agree all the time or not. So
y'all check your DMs.
Walk up on me 2 pictures deep and try to say it.
Yes, Lord. But y'all have a good one, and God willing, and the creek don't rise, we should be back here next Sunday, same time, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of shit to look at out there. There's so much going on, we can't even fit it all in one show. But I'm working on trying to get a special guest to come on and talk to us one night, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not gonna jinx it by saying anything other than that in case it don't work out. But everybody have a great one, and we'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye, y'all. Have a great week.
Muppet out.
Muppet out.
Muppets assemble.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I'll make mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night pinning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Have a on stage, hear them scream. Okay, this a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'll be me. If I want it, then I get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit. Have no shame, I admit it. Looking right on me to see if I succeed, to see if I